Hey guys, welcome back to Bearded Lumber. Matthew and I appreciate you tuning in. Today we're sawing some 2x6 white oak, 16, 17 foot long stuff, so it's heavy. It'll be a challenge. So hang on and we'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. Little truth disclaimer here. We're recording this intro after the fact. YouTube, it ate it somewhere because I know we did it. But we're going to saw the 16 foot 2x6 white oak for a customer. We did a bunch for him a month or so back. Tree fell down, wiped his barn out. He brought that tree and some others, and we cut a whole lumber package that he's going to build his barn back, or have a contractor build his barn back, with white oak. And we run out of material, so they brought some more logs, and we need to, I think it's all 2x6's. Yeah, we need to do as close to 100 2x6's as we can get. So there you go. It's just a lot of work. They're heavy. At least they're not 2x12s. Thank you. Matthew's agreeing. So it may be a little disjointed here because, like I say, we're filming this after the fact. But let's get into it, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Okay guys, that was the first log. You see I worked all the way around that log trying to square it up because we were doing some odd dimensions, 5 5/8 by 1 5/8, and it just worked out better to square the log up and then come back and size it down. We did pretty good. We got 12 out of it, little to no waste. We got some free stickers. This is what I wanted to show you here. We sawed these logs true. They were perfect. Look how much they bowed already. Can you see this going down the log? That is not a bad cut. That is a log moving. Same thing over here. And there's nothing you can do about that. I knew it before we cut it. It was probably gonna have some issues. They're a little, that's a good sized log, but they're still a little undersized for oak. And the other thing you gotta remember too, with tension in a log, if you didn't see it get cut down, you don't know if that tree was standing up perfectly straight. You don't know if it was laid over the side of a hill. Anytime you get a tree that's overweighted on one side, whether it's laying down a hill or just all the limbs are on one side, that thing builds tension. It's kind of like your arm. I'm holding my arm. It's tight here and not here. And that's the way a tree grows. You're standing out there trying to hold itself up, and one side will be tighter than the other. And it makes a beautiful tree, but when you go to cut it, that's where the tension comes from. So we just got to rinse and repeat. We got more of them to do. Not a whole lot of teaching here other than this. And this could be a nightmare when you're in a cut and your log moves. That's why I always recommend try to leave a little bit to cut off your log as you go around. Like I was shooting for 11 1/4, because that's 2 5 5/8 long boards. But my cant was 12 inches, and I rolled it all the way. And when I made that final width cut, it was dead on. That way, in case the log crowned a little bit, I could take that crown out. Or worst case, you take a little off the top, and you have to roll it all the way over and take a little off the bottom to try to get it flat. So it can mess with your head. It can be aggravating. Oak kind of seems to be the worst for us. Pine will move a little bit, but it'll move back. This stuff, if we don't get it strapped today, it won't move back. It'll stay crooked, and it'll be crooked forever.
We live in the foothills, so everything's on the side of a hill growing.
Yeah, Matthew's right. We live on the edge of the mountains, so we got more hilly terrain than we do flat terrain. But this is good material. When we get done, we'll band it up super tight, and if he can wait a couple weeks to let it dry, it will dry straighter than it currently is, I hope. But I can't help how the trees grow. If you put a tape measure on it, You know, it's 5 5/8 all the way down through there. That straight is parallel, but the log has took a turn. So, enough talking. This video is probably gonna come out in the midst of a cold storm. We're anticipating it. You know, we're trying to work hard this week outside because next week they're talking low double digits, maybe single digits. I don't know if I'm tough enough to work in that. I see you do it all the time out in Utah, Craig. I don't have enough clothes for it. I might be sitting in the house, or we'll be over here with the heater running. But if y'all experiencing a cold spell, stay warm, guys. Let's get to it. There's a ball there. Okay, guys, if y'all don't have a Matthew around your mill to load your logs, I'm sorry, you're missing out. Do not try this at your mill if you don't have a claw or thumb or some way to hold that log, because you're going to impact the back of your mill very, very hard. You see Matthew lay that log down, it just slid right up there. Now, we sometimes hit it harder than we want to, but yeah, be careful loading your logs that way. Now, let's talk about our log. It's just a little bit bigger than the one we did before, so the saw technique will probably be exactly the same. I'm gonna go around and I'm cutting the top to have at least a 6-inch face. There's no need to have a 4-inch face because I don't need 4-inch boards. I need a 5 5/8. So when I make that first cut, I want 6 inches clear from end to end, and the rest of it's just waste. Now, if you needed some 1-inch boards, whatever, you could play that game different. I'm not. We're shooting for a 5 5/8 board. So I'll take that first cut. If I get a 6-inch face, I'm good. I'm gonna roll it up, do the same thing, go all the way around that log till I have 4 faces that will accommodate basically a 6-inch wide board. And then I'm gonna shrink it down to 11 1/4 in height. That way I can cut it in half. But the boards on both sides of that, if I cut it in half and they're not the right width at 11 1/4, you end up wasting them. So once I'm happy with my height, I'll take the sideboards that won't make 2 and I'll bring them both in until it's a square, 11 1/4 by whatever. And then I'll cut it all the way to the bottom, stand it up, cut it in half. That's the goal. Now that could all change if we find some major defects or whatever, but I don't think so. The log looks good. So enough talking, let's get to work. It happens. It happens. Let's go ahead and throw both of them up there, one flat and one not. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that ride along. Different log, same result. Time we got done with it, cut it all down to each half, 5 1/2, they started to roll over. So, like I say, we're gonna strap the crap out of these. We'll try to pull them in good and tight, straighten that bow up, and if he can leave them in the bundle for a couple weeks, it should help. If you just air dry these, set them out there without banding them, the bow you got is the bow you're gonna keep. So you can see they turned out pretty good. Got a couple 1/8" boards, math error on the saw man. We blame Matthew. Got 2 left over here we're gonna edge, and that's it. Just rinse and repeat, guys. We don't film 8 hours a day because we do a lot of rinse and repeat. So we're gonna get through these. We'll come back to the end, see how much we got out of this little pile. We'll talk about it. Okay, guys. We got busy. I apologize. Customers come by, cousin come by. Phone's been ringing off the hook. Busy day for me mentally, but we got this order done. We got it moved out here in the yard. If you can see my yard, it probably looks like yours. We're in a season of mud, and the thing you can do about it, when it's hot, it's cold. Today it's 55 degrees. Next week it's gonna be like 15, and the ground just can't take it. The way it is. So see our pile. I'll go over the numbers. Them little logs made 70 16-foot 2x6's, made 11 12-foot 2x6's, and 15 at 9 feet. Now, were these boards premium? No. They come out of smaller logs. The ones he brought the first time were the premium ones, 24, 30-inch logs. That was the best stuff. These were kind of the tops of those trees. Biggest one was maybe 18 inches at the most, 18 inches. Most of them were less than that. So we got a lot of warpage as we cut it. You cut it loose, and as soon as you bring it loose to the mill, you can see it, do that. The way to correct that is proper stickering and then really tight banding. Matthew just bound them together as tight as we could to try to force them back together straight. And if he'll leave them this way for a couple weeks till the first 20% of the moisture gets out of them, he's got a whole lot better chance of them staying straight. I believe they only need them 12-foot long, so they do have the option of trimming them down, take some of the bow out of them. But just know that not every log is a good saw log. Not every log's going to yield great results. But as always, guys, we appreciate you watching. If you got any comments, got any questions, drop them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer them. Big shout out to Joe Maine at Mizer. He's a big help to our channel. I actually talked to him a few minutes this morning on text. But Matthew and Solomon, thanks to these guys doing all our videos. If you get a chance, check out Solomon's channel, Third Beard Fishing. Anything else, Matthew, we missing? It's been a heck of a day. You think it was Monday, but it's Tuesday. So, like I say, as always, guys, we appreciate you watching. Couldn't do it without you, and you're the reason we're here doing it. So, that's going to do it. We'll see you back at the mill.
Thank you for watching. Here's a video selection and a playlist suggestion. Click here to subscribe for more great content. We'll see you at the mill.